What's going on, everybody? Welcome to my channel. I'm Chris E. Lewis, and recently I posted a video about maintaining self-discipline when you're not feeling it. Because, come on, be honest, you have moments in your life when you're not feeling it. We all do. It's a human condition. We lose motivation, but look, what I shared in that video was only part of the story. So today I want to revisit that fateful, dreadful morning, and I want to tell you the truth of what really happened, what was really going on in my mind, and how honestly I was just in a place where I was low on hope. But before I get into that, if you haven't seen the original video, I'm going to link it right here. And if that's there, if you can click on that, then go ahead and like this video because it means I learned something new today. So, sometimes I struggle to sleep through the night. Call it insomnia, call it God waking me up to pray, call it spiritual attack, whatever. I'm sure at some points it's all of those things. But the issue is during seasons where I struggle to sleep, look, anyone can go a couple of days where they struggle to sleep, but when it starts to turn into weeks, I struggle. The mind starts to work differently, I would say incorrectly. You lose perspective and you respond to the world in unhealthy ways because you're mentally tired and fatigued. And I was coming off about a 2-week season of that. And I woke up that morning after 4 hours of sleep. And I was up. I knew that I was awake. And I knew I wasn't going to be able to go back to sleep. And so I thought, well, let me try to go ahead and do something productive. I like to get up and try to go through some of my morning routine, even though it's the middle of the night, in hopes of going back to sleep later. And then I can change my alarm time, right? So I can sleep in. So I got up, I'm trying to be productive, and so I'm trying to pray, and I that morning I started off by reading some scripture, and then I transitioned into prayer, but, I was in no state of mind to pray. Honestly, I was angry. In fact, the song It Is Well was playing, and I just looked at the speaker and I shouted, "It is not well!" And then I skipped the song, because I was not there for it. I didn't want to hear it. And then I grabbed my journal and I just decided to start writing. And I was talking to God, and I filled up several pages of the most delightful content you've ever read. I just was putting it out there. I was putting out my anger. I was telling God exactly what I was feeling and thinking, and it was messy, and it was not something I would let you read. So if you're hoping that I'm going to pull it out and read you my angry vent writing to God, I'm not going to do it. We're not that close yet. So after a few minutes of venting, writing, I decided to go ahead and write down my scriptures. So that's normally my process. I will highlight scriptures as I'm reading, and then later on I will actually write them in my journal and write down whatever thoughts were in my mind. And that particular time, God really came through. The verses I had highlighted were exactly what I needed on the other end of that angry vent prayer timing. And I really found encouragement. I really found some uplifting times. I had a great moment with the Lord. But that wouldn't have happened if I would have given up. That wouldn't have happened if I hadn't pressed through and really continued to seek God and pray anyway. And a lot of times we're low on hope, we're discouraged, we're angry. That's exactly when we don't want to pray. That's exactly when we want to run from God. We sometimes think that someone who prays is someone who has it all together. And I do believe there can be a connection, because when we genuinely pray and there's this transference, we transfer our worry over to the Lord as we begin to worship Him, and we cast our burdens over to Him, we release them, right? There can be a connection. Like, we can come out of that more okay than when we entered, but that does not mean that the prayer time isn't occasionally messy, because we're real people with real problems that we're taking to a real God. And maybe that's the difference between prayer as a routine, doing it because you're supposed to do it, versus actually having a personal relationship with God. And see, when you come into that relationship, you can have messy conversations and know that God's still there for you. Sometimes we are afraid to come to God when we're angry and when we're hurting, and He's the person we should go to first and the most. It's so important. When we're low on hope, we can choose to give up. We can choose to do the easy things, or we can push through until we find the breakthrough. Life gets messy, but discipline means doing the things you don't want to do because you know that that's the key to get where you're trying to go, to become who you're trying to become. I want my relationship with God to be a defining part of my life. So when I don't feel like praying, I'm going to pray anyway. I want to be in shape. So I get up every morning and consistently go out on my morning. Let's be honest, it's a walk, not a jog. I go out on my morning walk. When Planet Fitness finally reopens in Michigan, I'm going to go to the gym. It's going to be part of my routine because I want to be healthy more than in shape. I want to be healthy. That's really my goal, right? I want to produce content for YouTube. So every morning as a part of my routine, I'm writing down ideas and scripting these videos because I know that it takes preparation. I can't just turn on the camera and start filming. I bet some people can. I can't just turn on the camera and start filming. It would be a disaster. You didn't come here for a disaster movie, or did you? Is that why you're here? Look, sometimes you're gonna be discouraged. You're gonna feel low on hope that anything can actually work out. Some days you're gonna wanna quit, to give up. Because when it doesn't seem like it's gonna work, what's the point anyway? Why waste your time? Please take a moment and remember why you started doing what you're doing in the first place, why you started moving towards that goal, what it is you're hoping to accomplish. Don't quit. Don't give up on your goals. Don't give up on your personal growth. Don't give up on your daily pursuit of Jesus. Don't give up on yourself. If you want to leave this video with 3 thoughts, don't give up would be number 1. Number 2 would be remember your why. And number 3 would have to be reach out. You don't have to push through this alone. I think you need to push through this, but you don't have to push through this alone. Reach out to a friend or a family member. Reach out to a mentor or a pastor for encouragement or prayer. Reach out to a Facebook group because there's many people who are going through or have already gone through exactly what you're going through, and they can help and offer advice. You can even reach out to me. Email me, thechriselewis@gmail.com, or find me on Instagram and DM me at just Chris E. Lewis at Instagram. I'd be more than happy to send some encouragement and prayers your way. So, hey, thanks for watching this video. I hope that you were encouraged by this. That's my goal, is to inspire, motivate, and encourage you in your daily pursuit. So if you were encouraged by this, then hit the like button and subscribe to this channel for more content like this. I post 2 times a week. And if you haven't checked out the video on maintaining self-discipline when you're not feeling it, I'll link it here at the end. And I'll see you in the next video.